প্রিয় দর্শক আসসালামু আলাইকুম। কোর ভিশন ফাউন্ডেশনের আয়োজন ভিশন ফর সাকসেসে স্বাগতম। দর্শক, সফলতা আমাদের সবার কাম্য। প্রতিটি ক্ষেত্রেই আমরা এর জন্য করছি প্রতিযোগিতা, কিন্তু সফলতার সংজ্ঞা কি, এর মাপকাঠি কি আমরা জানি? সম্পদ, নাম, ক্ষমতা পেলেই কি আমি সফল? কোরআন ও সুন্নাহর আলোকে এসব প্রশ্নের উত্তর খুঁজতেই কোর ভিশন ফাউন্ডেশনের উদ্যোক্তা উন্নয়ন কার্যক্রম ভিশন ফর সাকসেস। আমাদের আজকের আলোচনা, the danger of literal understanding of religious texts. Here with us, Imam Shamsi Ali, Director, Jamaica Muslim Center. Brother, assalamu alaikum.
Assalam.
How are you?
Alhamdulillah, fine.
So we were discussing the danger of literal understanding of religious text. So we want to start from the very beginning, like what lesson we can learn and what actually the essence of Surah Fatiha.
Yes, I think understanding Surah Al-Fatiha properly is very, very important, because this surah is read on daily basis, not only once, twice, but at least 17 times. That every day we read it. 17 times of rak'ah, in the morning 2, noon 4, late afternoon 4, then 3, and then 4. 17 times people read Surah Al-Fatiha. And so to understand Surah Al-Fatiha in a proper way is paramount important. It's very, very important. Because some people just read it without understanding it. And some people also try to understand, but in a very limited way. And so understanding Surah Al-Fatiha is required from every one of us. It is considered Kitab, is the mother of the book. So understanding it looks understanding the mother of the book. The Surah Al-Fatiha is a special surah that been given to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. According to him, it had never been given to any other prophets, this type of surah. Surah Al-Fatiha basically represent the whole teaching of Islam, because it talks about Aqidah, it talks about Ibadah, it talks about history, past people in the past, it talks about future, because it talks about Akhirah also, Malik Yawmiddin. So it talks about everything. And so it is kind of conclusion, and that's the meaning of mother of the Holy Quran. It is conclusion of the Holy Quran. So I would like to begin by Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. And of course, it is almost consensus among the scholars that Bismillah is a part of Surah Al-Fatiha. Although they have different opinions about reading it in the Salat. Some people read it loudly, some people tend to read it secretly. You don't have to read it loud. When you, like Imam Abu Hanifa for example, when he pray at Maghrib time, he doesn't have to read it loudly. While Imam Shafi'i, for example, he read it loudly, and some other Imams. But they agreed that Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim is a part of Surah Al-Fatiha. Now, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim represent a very important part of the Holy Quran, because it is repeated throughout of the surahs, except one surah, that is Surah At-Tawbah. There is no Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. And the meaning of that is in the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful. Bismillah represents everything else. It is the best representation of our intention of life, the motive of life. That every single thing we do is Bismillah, in the name of Allah. We wake up in the morning, Bismillah. We leave our home, going to the job, Bismillah. Starting our job, Bismillah. Until we come home again, before sleeping, Bismillah again. Bismika Allahumma ahya wa amut. We say Bismik. So everything is with Bismillah. For Muslims who believe in the sincerity, intention for Allah, that lillahi ta'ala, every single thing that he or she does must be with Bismillahir Rahmanir. We eat Bismillah, we drink with Bismillah. Basically, we live our life with Bismillah. We begin our life with Bismillahir Rahmanir. So it is very crucial. But not only that, Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim. These are two names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, represent one character, and that is His mercy. But His Rahman, basically, and amazingly, it is mentioned first before Rahim. Rahman represents that Allah's mercy is not limited to any. It covers everybody. It covers everything. He is merciful to the believers, to the mu'min, and He is also merciful to non-believers. Those who don't believe in Him, Allah still says, I'm merciful to you. And that's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave food to Moses, to Musa, but also He gave food to Fir'aun. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave shelter to Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, but also He gave home to Abu Lahab, because Allah is Rahman to both. Okay, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is merciful to everyone here in this dunya, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala merciful to even to the animal kingdom. You can imagine small fishes in the middle of the ocean with strong waves moving around, but he still can survive. How did he get his food? That's the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
And he is not earning his food.
Yes, of course. And that's the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So in terms of Rahman, Allah is so merciful unlimitedly. But when it comes to Rahim, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala specifies specifically for the believers only. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is merciful in terms of spirituality. He gives you faith, He gives you Iman. The sweetness of Iman itself is part of Rahim. Rahim of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But more importantly, Rahim of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is in Jannah. And that is only exclusive for those who believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And then Allah says, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. This is also paramount important because nothing that we can do without Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. What does it mean? When I do ibadah, when I pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala not only because I feel that it is an obligation. More importantly, because I have to say thank you, Allah. I pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on daily 5 times because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give me unlimited. He give me oxygen in 24 hours, never stop. Imagine if Allah stopped the oxygen for a while, for 30 seconds, for 1 minute, 2 minutes, I'm going to die. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continue give me the oxygen. If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wanted me to pray 5 times daily, then I do that as a part of my appreciation. Afala akuna abdan shakura, as the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam says, once his wife was so amazed by him. Because at night he wake up praying to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. During the daytime, most of the daytime he did fast. So his wife was so amazed. She asked him, O Prophet of Allah, Ya Rasulullah, why you have to do all these? First, you are Prophet. Means you are the best. Secondly, you never commit any sin. Thirdly, you are guaranteed paradise. Because if Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is not entering into Jannah, none will enter into Jannah. So what he says, the answer is not because I'm the best. The answer was because afala akuna abdan shakura. Should not I be a thankful person? So even when Rasulullah do ibadah at night, do tahajjud, because he wanted to thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala through his worship. And if we do every kind of worship out of our appreciation, that will be truly an amazing thing. We are going to be satisfied. If you do it because of obligation, you're going to feel heavy. It's difficult. Allah obligate you. Why Allah asked me to do this? Why Allah make this obligation? And that's why many people are questioning Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because they don't understand that doing ibadah is not for Allah, but it's for yourself to appreciate the blessings that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given you. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen is very important. And again, Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim, Allah repeated that, I don't have to explain it, just to emphasize the importance of appreciation, the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In talking about the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the key to everything. I'm a mu'min because Allah is merciful. If Allah did not guide me, I cannot be a mu'min. Until I'm doing my worship because Allah is merciful. If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doesn't give me opportunity to worship Him, I may not be able to worship Him. Even until I enter into the Jannah.
Sometimes we are interpreting that I have nothing to do, as Allah is not willing to guide me.
And absolutely that is wrong. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Wallahu la yahdi al-qawma al-zalimin. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not guiding the oppressive people. And that's because you oppress yourself. What does it mean, oppressing yourself? You are not humble enough. You see yourself so arrogant. How come Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will guide you if you see that you have self-sufficient? Guide yourself then. Have your own guidance. And that's why Allah doesn't guide you. But if you're humble enough to say, no, I don't know anything. I don't know my way. I'm in darkness. I'm blinded. I don't see any good unless Allah show me. Then Allah will open your eyes to the truth. So you have to humble yourself. There is no such thing that Allah is the one who wants me to be kafir. Allah wants you to be believer, but you have to take the process. Okay? And so coming back again, the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is so crucial, it's the key of everything. And then Allah says, Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim Maliki Yawmiddin. Maliki Yawmiddin is not only that Allah is the owner of the Day of Judgment, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wanted to express here then everything else in his control. And so even if you're king, you have to say, I cannot do anything unless Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give me an opportunity to do it. And that's why I'm doing my best, so that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give me the best. Why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says Malik Yawmiddin? Because Allah wanted to tell us that in the day of judgment, your mouth, your eyes, everything that belongs to you, truly, absolutely not belong to you anymore.
We'll take a short break. We'll come back soon. Dear viewers, you are watching Vision for Success. Stay with us.